Hello. Oh, is my sound a bit? I feel like my sound is a bit low. Maybe. What if I do this? Up. 5 out of 5. Okay. Wait. Now that means that it's time for me to switch. Yepla. To the ugly camera. Oh. Yeah, ugly camera. Oh, I didn't set up the green screen, so... Ooh. There will be a bit of work to do here. I forgot to set it up. Let me see what I can do. Okay, first. Hopla. Is the music... now the music is a bit low. Okay, now it should be good. Hello, hello, hello. Did you get the snack and drink? Of course, snack. I don't have much. Drink. Another drink here. A green tea. Okay. Ah, it's good to be home. It's good to have a setup that's fully dedicated to the stream. That I don't have to think too much about. It's the sound is good, internet is good. Hopla, I just need to set up the chroma key, but apart from that, it's gonna be good. Up. It's gonna be good enough. Good enough for today. No, a bit less. It's gonna be good enough. Anyway, this camera won't be the main one. So, it will be good enough. It's good, it's good. I have a computer that's working. I just have to press a button, everything work. The camera is okay. I just don't have my tablets to switch the scene because I forgot it. I'm a bit stupid, but at least I have this one. That's the most important one. Everything is fine. Everything is working. Just not Facebook. As always, we still don't have the account. So for now, we will continue to stream just on YouTube and Twitch. Not that I really mind. I'm not gonna lie. Look. Yep. I'm removing Facebook. Facebook is not here. Hello, hello everyone. You're not late. We just started. We just started. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back in Germany. Cyberpunk printer. Exactly. That's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna talk about it a tiny bit later. I'm gonna do a little summary on what we're gonna do, what's the plan basically. But it's a project that I wanted to do for a long time now, and so I'm glad that I finally take the time to do it. I need it. Hopefully it's gonna look good. Hopefully it's gonna look very good. The stream from China worked too. A little something goes wrong, just technology, but you made the best of it. It was something. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we managed to work around the major issue. Even though it wasn't perfect, it's still better than no stream at all. For the people who were waiting for us on YouTube, I'm sorry, we had major issue right before the stream. Of course, it's always the same. You try the stream, 10 minutes before, everything is good. You launch the stream, nothing is working. So we were forced to stream only on Twitch, but it's okay. It's okay. For the people on Twitch, I hope it was good. I hope it was enjoyable. And I hope you learned a lot. That's how it always goes, exactly. Exactly. Basically, for those who weren't here, we visited, or more like we showed a part of the factory. We showed a line, an extrusion line, how to make a spool of filaments. It was interesting. I hope it wasn't too... because I couldn't see when I was filming. I didn't have any return from the stream or from the chat, so I didn't know what like if it was too laggy or no. Mathieu was checking the chat. It was all good. Then that's perfect. Then that's perfect. We need to work around it to see if we do more IRL stream, what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it. IRL is always a big challenge, but it was interesting. I just follow your link and send it on Twitch. Send it on Twitch. Oh yeah, because I think Angel did post something on YouTube or maybe on Instagram, I don't know, when we told them that that it wasn't working for YouTube. So thank you to send everybody back to Twitch. Hopefully not a lot of people missed it. And I saved, as always, I saved the replay, I saved the stream. I don't post it because I would need to edit it and everything, which I don't have the time to. But one day, hopefully, we will have someone to edit the video, the stream, and so we can post interesting YouTube video with it. Not for today. And since YouTube was down, we don't have the replay on YouTube. It's still available on Twitch for maybe 1 week. So enjoy. Okay. But now we're back in Germany and it feels I like that's the first stream that I do since I'm back in Germany. And I must say it feels good. It feels good because the setup is great. The setup is great. I didn't spend too much time on setting up everything. Everything was already ready. I press start. Everything was so smooth, so quick. So it's yeah. It's nice. Finding a good video editor is hard one. Yeah. 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 I'm looking. Not officially. Not officially, but yeah, it's complicated. I'm just gonna reduce this because I feel like I'm clipping a bit. I'm saturating a bit. Maybe. What? Okay. I don't know. I need to set up all the mic again because I'm not quite happy with it. Your mic is literally the best I've ever heard. Oh my god, that much. Nice, thank you. And it's not even, I mean, it's not even a great mic. It is a great mic, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's on the affordable side. So it's because it's a USB mic, it's not like a professional mic. But I can see that sometimes I saturate, so I don't know. I need to set up the compressor. My issue is that I'm not a sound engineer. So when I do it, I'm doing it with a YouTube YouTube tutorial. I'm trying to find the best setting and hopefully it's working. But if you like the sound, then that's perfect. If it's clear, then that's perfect. I'm happy. And we are gonna buy new mic. Not for the stream like that. You won't see the difference now. But when we do IRL events or wireless events, we will have better mic, better wireless mic. I will order them soon. I don't know when, but it will be for the next IRL stream. Okay, so let me show you. Yep. This one. So I just started a moon dome light that I found on Maker World, and I'm using the SUNLU PLA Plus 2.0 Gray. Nice. I just hope the 6 hour. I just hope that the gray, I mean, it will depend how much perimeter you put. I hope it's transparent enough to make to allow the light to go through the print. If you do one perimeter, maybe 2 parameter. Not more than 2, I think. More than 2 is gonna be too much. I don't know. I'm currently loading some SUNLU PTG to print some mag holder. Well done. Well done. I need to do more PTG. Right now I'm a lot on PA, but I need to do more PTG. I usually don't use that much, but it's very nice, so I need to use it more. Let me just, okay, since we cannot see much, let me just take this. Basically take everything apart from this, and okay, like that. Okay, so you can see a bit better. So this is what we're gonna do for oh wait, I'm gonna try to look for it, so it's gonna be easier. Where did I put it? Yeah. So if you go on our social media, this one is on Reddit, but we now post the calendar of the stream. And so what we're gonna do now, so we are here. That's the stream here. So this is for February. There is no March, but I'm gonna tell you. So we start today a series of a long stream, because we're gonna do it for 3 weeks. We're gonna have 6 stream on it. And this is the first one of the series today. Hopefully it's gonna be done, but to be fair, there is a lot of work. So even with 6 stream, I'm not sure that we will, I mean, we will have a result, but I will probably also have to work at the end of the stream to work off stream on the project. Yeah. The only filter I use in OBS for my mic is RN Noise Yeti X mic in a room the same size of your workroom. Yeah, and I don't even use the noise filter on the room, in the room. Sorry, I use it, for example, when we visited the factory. What was that? I heard a sound. What was it? I don't know, but thank you, 3D Musketeer, for following. What was the alert? Ah, it's a mail. Stupid me. What was I saying? Yeah, I used the noise filter for the factory because it was very noisy. But in this room, it's very quiet. You got a mail, exactly. I got a mail because 3D Musketeer just followed. It's really like a very good reminder. I didn't know if you... I don't know if you could hear it. But yeah, now you know that we won't miss your follow. Thank you. But yeah, in this room, it's very quiet. Especially at that time, there is nobody in the office. There is just me. So, yeah, I don't use it. Hello. That filter only filter out some background noise like a working printer. Yeah, no, it's a very good filter, but the only noise that I have right now would be the computer, which is like very low. Sometimes when I paint, there is the airbrush. Even there, it's like in the studio, it's okay. When we're outside, definitely I use the RN noise filter. I did reprint with PTG profile, so this will be my 3rd PTG print. PTG is usually very nice. It's like PLA but stronger. A bit harder to print, but still very easy. Just 3 more followers to hit the goal. How much? Oh yeah. Yeah, this goal is nice, but the goal I'm I'm aiming at is the 1000. 63 follower. Okay. So, finally, let's focus on this. So, the idea is that I have my own MK3 printer. And, let me do this. Okay. So the MK3 is the old Prusa printer. And they released the mode in collaboration with CD Projekt Red like long time ago. It was when the Cyberpunk 2077 came out, I think. I don't know if there is a date, but it's quite old now. And I always wanted to do it. So now is the good occasion. Basically what it is, it's just purely a cosmetic mod for the Prusa. But the idea is that to still keep it usable. So that's the goal of the thing. We want to continue printing with it. Let me see if we can... I didn't even watch the video. We will see. Seen this in person a few times. Oh, yeah. Sorry for that. If you sensitive to flickering, there is a lot of flickering. Trigger warning. Sorry. Pretty nice bit of kit. Yeah, I really wish it will look good. I will try to make it look as good as possible. They add LED in it. Wait, is it? Oh yeah, no, okay. There is LED in it. I plan to put LED. Oh wait, sorry. I'm just gonna turn off this so we can focus on this one. Why would they even do that? Why not? Why not? Oh my god, this is an old one. Because clearly now we have quicker printer in the office. We don't use it as much, so it's a good occasion to give it a second life. And also, right now it's you're gonna see that the flickering seems so unnecessary. Is what it, oh, sorry. I mean it's Cyberpunk. It's Cyberpunk. And right now you will see that we did use some parts. We did print some parts on the MK3. Because right now it have a 0.25mm nozzle. So it's nice to have very detailed parts. Ah, that's interesting because you see that these parts, this huge black thing on the back, I didn't realize that it was in two parts. I printed the one part version in just one part, and it's so big that it only fits the Neptune 4 Max, so it's a huge part. I mean, I could do it, so that's nice. So yeah, you will see that it's quite complete in terms of technique of paint, technique of different things that we can do. There will be a lot of preparation. There will be a lot of paint. There will be a lot of assembly at the end. And yeah, there is some weathering thing like this. So it's gonna be nice. Resin is toxic. Yeah, don't drink the resin. Don't drink the resin. So much to print. Yes, and you will see that I printed almost everything already. Everything is, I will show you the parts. Everything is already printed. And thank you for following 3D Printer Desk. I love my airbrush. I don't know how I would live without it. We will do some airbrush, of course. We will do some normal end brush. Some how do you call it again? spray can. We'll have a lot of things. It's gonna be interesting. You tell that now? What did I tell now? What did I forgot to tell you? And also the assembly. So usually an assembly of an MK3. My god, why am I saturating so... What? Wait. Okay. Is that because my limiter is... Like this? Okay. Well, hopefully I won't be saturating too much. Okay. I would love the username 3D printer desk. Yeah, I mean, you can ask if you can transfer the name. I shouldn't show you this video because it's basically spoiling everything that we're gonna do. What did I want to say? Yes, the MK3, a normal assembly for MK3 is around 8 hours. So that's what we can expect when everything will be done. Look like Fallout. I mean, it's almost on theme, yeah. It's Cyberpunk. It's more flamboyant than Fallout. And you can see also that on the video they have a custom bed plate. We don't have this plate, but we have another one that I bought. I won't show it now, I will show it at the end. But it's... I look forward to show it to you. Do your take on it, maybe not exactly what they do. Yeah, in terms of, I mean, the take that we're gonna do is mostly gonna be for the... it's mostly gonna be... Hopla. I'm trying to set up the sound as I speak. It's mostly gonna be for the paints, for the colors, this kind of thing. To be fair, it won't be that different. Mostly because the parts, I'm not modifying the parts, I'm reusing the same. And so there is not that much of a difference between all the parts. So the color will be different on the details. Overall, it will still look a bit the same. It would be funny if you did like a cooking show, like everything already painted and you just touch the paint and then show the finished part. I mean, it's basically gonna be a bit like that for the last 2 live stream when we're gonna assemble everything. But at first, we need to paint. So, that's it. That's enough. But that's you. Basically, almost all the parts are new. I don't think there is much parts that I didn't reprint it. So right now, the only thing that I'm missing is... the only part that are currently missing and that I'm currently still printing is... I'm looking for it. Basically, it's the extruder part. That's it. I will explain to you exactly what material I use for everything and why. We're going to do a little review of the part that I printed. And then we're going to start... probably we're going to start deassembling the printer. And then we're going to start cleaning some parts. That's probably going to be it for today. I think it's cool that you build this and show us everything. I'm really looking forward to... I really want to show you the assembly of the printer. Because it's a very fun part. Now I assemble 3 MK3 and 5 MK4. And I did a lot of maintenance on both. So I think I can assemble the printer with closed eyes. I won't brag too much before doing it, but But yeah, I know the printer pretty well, and it's very interesting to do. It's very, because you basically, I mean, you can see it on this, like you literally start from scratch. So not everything will be from scratch, of course, because I mean, no, I say that, but almost everything will be from scratch. So it's gonna be interesting. Despite the weathering, it still look too clean to me. I mean, we can try to make it a bit dirty, but the thing is that Cyberpunk is not that dirty. I don't know. You want something a bit more destroyed. We can also put a bit more weathering. We will see. The only thing that they didn't do that I would probably add is a few paint splatter. Yeah, the thing is that the paint splatter is hard to do. It's hard to do. It's a bit hard to... I mean, no, because you can use a brush and like... We will see. Maybe some scratch too. Yeah. I didn't bring it here. The big part on the back, it's still in the print room. Not that I really need it. Yep. I do have this though. This is basically what I already bought for everything. It's the main paint that we're gonna use. So primer, yellow, teal. That's the base color that we're gonna use, and after that I have all the paint from Vallejo and Tamiya that we're gonna use for the detail. We have pink. I want to add a bit more pink on the printer, a bit more purple, because it's also part of the theme. So all the detail will be done with another paint. Sorry. I'm really nitpicking. It looked great at it. Oh no, it looked very great. And it's something that I wanted to do for a long time now. So I'm glad that I'm kind of pushing myself, and that we're finally doing it. Hopefully it will look good. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the beast. That's the first thing. Then we're gonna put it aside. Yopla. Does it even fit the frame? Well, doesn't really fit the frame. Here's the MK3. I think I'm just gonna switch to the main cam, and I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna take this is my printer. It's mine. It's my own printer. So, as I said, MK3 S Plus. Give one last look before the green screen totally destroyed. But give her one last look because it's the last time that you will see her in one piece like that. The next time you will see her complete, it's gonna be fully modded. It's already a bit modded. For those who know, you can see that the extruder is not exactly the same. The fan duct is not the same as the original. There is a little radiator on the extruder motor. And the parts... Oh, did I modify it on this one? I don't know. No, this one is not modified. But the Y-axis is not the same as the original either, because I added a tensioner. Basically, that's it, I think. Because on stock, the tension is a bit hard to do on the Y-axis. And I reused the same parts as the mod for the new one. So yeah, that's it. Give a one last look, and thank you, John Tay. Oh, yeah, give me a sec. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna take a picture. I need to find a... It's gonna be a different setup when we're gonna assemble everything. Gonna be a different setup. Because I will need to have a wide angle of everything we're doing. So, up. Like this. Okay, I'm gonna show you the parts that I printed. And then we're gonna start deassembling some parts. Cleaning some over. And we're gonna start to work. It's important. I'm fairly new to 3D printing, but I love it so far. Once you start, you get hooked and you cannot do without. So welcome. I still need to try Tamiya. It's pretty much exclusively used Vallejo. It's two very different paints. The thing is that the thing that I love about Vallejo that I don't like about Tamiya is that it's water-based. So that means that all your tool can be washed with water and you can thin the paint with water, which is not the case for Tamiya. Tamiya is alcohol-based. Your A is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. I must say that it's not the best day today. It was better. I need to work around it. On Thursday it will be better. Since organization is important, we're gonna put all the parts here. I already have some new bearing, some tool, and all the screw. Everything will be in this box. Yep. So we don't because it's gonna be a long project, so that way we won't lose anything. Of course, a screwdriver. It doesn't have much torque, so I'm not sure we were gonna use it a lot. I need that file immediately. If you follow the link in the chat, the file of this one. Fuck, I don't remember. I need to find it. Yeah. And alcohol is made for drinking. Drinking and cleaning. Hello, Garichi. Give me a sec. Let me see. Where did I find... I printed before going to China, so I don't remember. Screw tray. Toolbox organizer. Is it this one? The thing is, I don't remember if I took it on Maker World or printable. No, not this one. Screw tray. And on top of that, I also resized it. Let me see. No. Since I'm showing it to you, it's only fair that I give you the file. The thing is, I cannot find the file. Yep. Z axis, Z screw cover. No. Well, I'm sorry. Oh no, I have an idea. Give me a sec. If I go to Maker Lab. I don't remember if it's Maker Lab or printable, so I'm gonna go check on both. Maker Lab, Maker World. Up, download. Tack, tack, tack. It was on Maker Road. My god, Maker World. I don't know why I'm so confused with all the name. Collection. Download. Where is it? Downloaded. Ah, I got it. It's... Okay, now how am I gonna share it? This is so poorly done. I'm gonna... Give me a sec. I hate the version of Maker World integrated to Bamboo Slicer. You cannot click on the profile of people to see their other creation. You cannot share it. You can like... No, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this one. It's very... I don't like it. Very poorly done. Okay. Up. They say turn off. It's this. I rescaled it. If I recall, I rescaled it. To make it bigger. And on top of that, rescaling it bigger also made it increase the play, so it stack a bit easier. Not that it's really important, but I spelled hobby wrong. Where did I... Oh, no, you're not talking to me. Sorry. Sorry. Oh my god, yeah. Welcome to the addiction, yeah. I thought you were talking to me. My bad. Okay, so up. So yeah, we have all the tools ready, all the paint ready, almost, and almost all the parts ready. See, this is the kind of part that I'm still missing. This is part of the extruder, printed in resin. I'm reprinting them right now with normal resin, just to test. But after that, I will print it with PA-like resin, because it's way tougher and it resists more to high temperature. And since this is the extruder, it needs to be temperature resistant. And I don't do it with high temp resin because it's not as resistant, and it's a bit of a pain to print. So, first one is this one. This one is the decoration that's going to be on top of the extruder. This will require quite a lot of work, of course, of painting and of cleaning also. You can see that it's not the cleanest print. There is some support to remove. Not that much, but once it's gonna be done, it's gonna be nice. I should have... No, we're gonna clean this one for sure. We're gonna clean today, and we're probably gonna paint next stream. So Thursday. My bad. Oh, this I struggle to print. This I struggle to print, as you can see. Because basically it's very thin and it's printed with resin. I'm gonna show you all the resin part at first. And it's very thin. It's very thin, and so when I was removing the supports, usually I would break this part here. You can compare this. There is a part missing. And even this one, you can see that it's broken there. So I will need to glue it back here. Basically, this is just a cover for the extruder motor. Just a decoration. broken. Yeah, it was very thin. You can see it's not really suitable for resin, but that way we have very good surface finish on it, a good amount of detail. So it's nice, it's gonna be nice. And also it's easier to paint. That's why I use so much resin. The little car that's gonna be on top, you can see that there is all the parts. Same, very tough to print some of the parts, because you can see that it's very thin. Like the spoiler. The spoiler is very thin. Very thin, very small. And it's so small that you can only print it with resin. But even with resin, it's like, yeah, it's tough. This one looked like a nail. So yeah, this is gonna be quite fun. I think because there's a hole here and a hole here, I think it was supposed to be able to rotate. To be fair, I won't. It will be glue. It will be glue like that, and this will be glued on the printer anyway. So I don't care if it doesn't rotate. These are the part of the extruder made in CITYYY that I won't use anymore because I'm reprinting them. It was printed on the Elegoo mouse for Pro. And I'm currently reprinting everything on the... apart from this, I think. I'm reprinting everything on the Anycubic M7 Pro because the printer have heated V80. I don't know, some parts I'm gonna see which one I use, which one I don't. But yeah, part of the extruder in resin. Fan duct. So I print everything so it's still functional. But it's gonna be more of a show printer. It's not gonna be a workhorse anymore. It's not made for that. So yeah. Of course, the company platform. So this is gonna be on the back of the printer with all the piping. Same, everything here for now is made in resin. Yep. Basically this goes like this. Same on the other side. A bit of detail here. All of this is printed with... Now you start to get used to it. It's printed with... I realized that the M of Militech is... I don't know if it's normal, but the M is way thicker than the rest of the letter. But the rest of the letter are the same, so I guess it's same height, so I guess it's on purpose. Yeah, you start to know me now. So the resin that I use for that is the mix resin, meaning it's the leftover of all my resin. When I have leftover resin, I pour it all in one big bottle, and that's what I use now. So that's why this one is a bit red, this one is a bit more gray, because it depends on the mix. But yeah, the resin is great. It's working nicely. There is some on this one, some drain hole, of course. You can see all the drain hole here. I try to make them so it's not that visible. This one will be visible, but it's not an issue for me. It's gonna be here, so this will face the front, so it's not that visible. The tube are gonna be quite annoying to paint, mostly because I need to find a way to hold them while painting them. This. Do I have the other part for that? Okay, let's put it aside. Yeah, I have some parts here. I don't recall which one is which, but basically I reprinted the LCD cover in the front, like that. This is printed in PLA. And you might not be able to see, but it's printed very thinly. It's printed on the MK3 itself with a 0.25 nozzle, so very thin nozzle. There is a bit of warping here and here. Here too. There is some glue leftovers, everything. It's not important, because anyway, this is the original part, and we're gonna paint and glue up some addition like this on top to make it look good. So I think it's gonna be something along the line like this. There is some other parts, probably that this one is one of them. There is part like that. Most of them made with resin. I'm looking. Yeah, there is. Oh, this is the SD card holder. Same, made with resin. There is a lot of decorative parts, basically. A lot of decorative parts. This I'm gonna put aside. There's a lot of sort of cage for the fan like that. Same, all resin. The only thing now that are not made with resin but made with FDM are these. So this, for example, is the PSU cover. So it's on the back. It's to cover the cable. This is printed with PLA. I don't recall why I didn't print it with resin, but same, it's printed on the MK3. These are also PLA. I think it's mostly because this one are not, or almost not visible. I don't remember exactly. I did it a long time ago. I don't remember exactly why some are printed, some are in FDM, some are printed in resin. Now that's interesting because I miss a part. I don't know where I put it. I don't know if I printed it, but if you recall on the video, there is a cover here that's printed with transparent resin. I want to do it too. I don't know yet if I'm gonna do it with transparent resin or transparent PLA filament. That's one of the parts that we need to work on. How about making it more cyberpunk than it already is by adding Arduino Nano or ESP32 and a display or two? I wish, but for now, I feel like all this is already going to be way too much work. So, and I don't have that much knowledge in Arduino, and I have zero knowledge in ESP32. So it's going to be quite tough, but it's a very good idea. This, you can see that it's a chain of bullet. I prefer to not be too ambitious. We can still modify it later. It can be done, yeah, but I feel like it's already too much work. If we finish everything, then yeah, for sure we can try to add some more stuff. I want to add like interaction with it, like yeah, a screen or two. It would be nice. This is just to a cable holder, like for the x-axis, I think, motor. Yeah, I think it's the x-axis motor. If only functional. Yeah, exactly. We will see when everything will work. Then we will see. I use a lot of this board. Yeah, and I have a Arduino Nano. That's somewhere. I don't know where. In this room. It's in this room. I would need too much time to work on it. But I like the idea. Same idea, a cover for the screen. The only thing is that this one is printed with FDM because it's so thin like this that this really doesn't work well with resin. Same for that. It doesn't work well with resin and the details are not important enough to be printed with resin. You can see that this was printed with a 0.25. It's clean enough. It's clean enough. Probably a bit of sanding on the top, but it's clean enough. Yeah, I printed the second one like that. There is a part like this. This is the reset button. So it needs a bit of flexibility like that. All that require a bit. FDM was more suitable. All this is for the ANC board. Ah! I think... Wait. That's why this one warped. There are parts that come into place where a lot of it is generated. Yes, and this, you know why it's warped here? Is because I did, I said the wrong thing. This is not PLA. This, and this. These are the parts that hold the, so it's the ANC box. It's the part that hold the PCB of the printer. So all the circuit board of the printer is here, meaning all the electricity of the printer is here. So this is not printed in PLA. This is printed in ABS flame retardant. I remember now, my God. So this was why it warped a bit here. Because it's all printed in flame retardant ABS. As a matter of safety. I know that the base part, because it's also printed on the printer, I think it's done in PTG. I think it's done in PTG. So technically it's an improvement. I've only done FDM. What's your favorite resin printer? Not long ago, I would have say... I mean, we have 3 printers in the office. And the one that I love is the Elegoo Mars 3 Pro, which is a small printer, but very, very reliable. And I had some struggle with the M7 Max from Anycubic that we have, which is a very big printer. But lately it's have been very reliable and I love it. And so from the one we have, I would say the Anycubic M7 Max. Very big printer, very versatile, very good. This is just a decoration. This is the spool holder. This is the spool holder, and this will go something along the line like that. Just a decoration. Made with resin. Made with PLA. Maybe it's PTG since the start. No, I think it's PLA. Why PLA? At first I printed it with resin. Well, first you can see that it's That's the issue with resin. It's not flat. This one is flat, this one not. But that's not my main issue. My main issue is that this works by clipping it in the frame like that. Which doesn't work with resin. Resin is not flexible at all. This resin at least is not flexible at all. So it would just break. It's impossible to clip. By using filaments, it will flex a bit, so it will work way better. So PLA for the spool holder. And oh, now there is some functional parts, all made with PA-like resin. This is the holder for the Z-axis. This is the holder for the Y-axis. These are maybe a bit flimsy. Ah, no, they are not that bad. Hopla. I lose them. Same Z-axis again. Ah, it dried a bit. That's nice. Okay. This is an holder for the extrusion mortar. So basically, this will go like this. And then there is the extrusion mortar inside. And then there is the chain with the cable that will go on the side there. Do they not have PLA resin? No. No, there is ABS-like resin. There is PA-like resin. Not PLA. The thing is that technically PA, for example, is a bit more flexible. So PA, like this is PA, maybe it would work for the spool holder. It was just easier to print in the end with filaments, to have a better result with filaments, so I use filaments. And I was telling you, this is the Z, the Y-axis tensioner, so it's in two parts, because that way it can go back and forth this way to easily make the tension of the parts. Up, and this is a modified Y-axis, X-axis, sorry. Same, to do the tension of the thing. I need to sand it a bit because it's not as smooth, but yeah. That's it for the printed part. Is there some way to spam you some photo of printer mod using a 2.8 inch display? Reddit? Yeah, Reddit. I'm trying to think about it. If you DM the Reddit account, you can send pictures. Yeah, I just need to accept your chat first. But then once it's accepted, you can send me pictures. So Reddit is the solution. Up. Okay, let me drink some. I don't use Reddit. Well, then I don't know. Because from Twitch we cannot send pictures, so I don't know. Or if you DM me on Twitch, and I will send you my email address. Yep. Sorry, I'm eating. I don't want to put noise in the mic. So, Or DM me the link of one of my social reviews. Yeah, that could work too. Also, I forgot to show you this one. Same, printed with FDM, 0.25 nozzle. It's extruder visualizer. So this is on the extruder. The only thing I don't like is that they were a bit lazy with the exports. And so you can see that it's not smooth. The sides are not smooth. We reached the follower goal. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I hope I said enough Nunu. Thank you for the follow. Thank you everybody for reaching the goal. The next one is, I don't know, I guess 950? I guess? And welcome. Thank you. Thank you for saying all of them. I hope I didn't say one more. I hope I said enough. So, to clean this one, I think you need some more new. To clean this one, we are gonna use my new best friend, the ultrasonic cutter. But I need for that a very sharp blade for 30 degrees. Yeah. Yep. Shouldn't touch them bare end, because with the oil on my finger, I might make them rusty. I'm afraid this is Twitch Max. Yeah, would make sense. Who makes that cutter? I've been looking at them, but I don't know which one to choose. I don't know because this one, to be fully honest, we bought it on Taobao, which is the Amazon, the Chinese Amazon. So it comes straight from China. I asked one of my colleague to bring it to us from China when they came to visit us at Formnext. So, wait. Doing the other side. I'm gonna show you. Gonna show you the brand, but it's not like a very famous brand. So this one is, I don't know, there is no brand on it. I don't have the bag. Ultrasonic through 40 kilohertz, so I don't know. Make me wonder if Nunu would end up being a theme song of something. Would make sense. At least it's not Death by Snoo. Damn, I think it's very international, this thing. Had a good flight back from China. I slept. I slept. That's about it. I slept for the whole for almost... What the hell is... I had something pressing the space bar. I slept almost all flight, so it's good. Translation, good flight. It wasn't a good sleep, but it was a okay flight. I think it's... I know. It was a late flight. I took off at like almost 1 AM. So it was a bit tiring. I just hope that you won't hear too much vibration. I love plane sleep. I don't, because it's often very uncomfortable, but I always sleep on plane. And it's a good way to avoid the jet lag as much as possible when arriving. That's why I don't have too much jet lag. I have a bit, but not too much. Because I sleep during the flight, which make it easier to handle afterward. You tell me if you hear any vibration from the pen, and I will try to see what I can do. I slept the whole way back from New York, but I was also quite ill with heat stroke. Oh, not the best. We had a 4-hour delay, so didn't leave until like 1. Oh, that's awful. And on top of that, for us, we had a dinner on plane. We took off at like 1 AM, but I couldn't sleep because I had to wait for the dinner. So I slept at maybe 3 AM. It's the magic of waking up and you're almost home for... Yeah, and it's like... I always take late flights, like night flight almost. So yeah, it's like the flights basically disappear. Neck is usually dead after plane sleep. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite small, so I don't have this issue, but I never know where to put my leg. It's not the best. I fly just one time in my whole life in business, and I think I will forever be jealous. It make a huge difference. I don't feel like the difference is justifying the price though. But yeah, there is a serious difference. Ah, there's a support that I don't like here because I cannot really reach it. It's gonna be annoying. Let me see. Sorry, it's gonna be off camera. Wait, it's almost there. Okay. Sorry, I need it to be close. Okay, what if I do this? Up, and so that way I can be way quicker. I'm a professional napper. People are jealous. Oh, that's a skill. That's definitely a skill. Being able to sleep wherever, that's good. I told them I'm going to sleep, just save me something cold for when I wake up. Didn't really work out because the seatbelt sign was already on when I woke up. 8.5 hour flight. That's nice. I hope they still save you something cold. And then, yeah, you cannot eat. You cannot eat. It's too late. Give me a doggy bag. I haven't been on a plane for so long. Las Vegas to Denver is all it was, 30 or 45 minutes. If I remember. Yeah, okay. This is not the most suitable to sleep indeed. Not the best thing to clean, not gonna lie. Making it a bit harder to clean. I barely slept on that flight. Nodded off a few times. Not enough leg space for me. Yeah, 190. Yeah, it's... I wonder if my neck will be fine. I have a new neck pillow that I'd like hoodie on, need to hide the light. Oh, fancy. I never wear neck pillow during flight. I must say, for the leg room, I was quite lucky because my flight was with Cathay Pacific, and their economy class is nice. There's quite a lot of leg room. Like you can put your feet very far under the seat in front of you, without bothering the person in front. This is nice. This is very nice. You don't feel too crooked. I mean, again, I'm pretty small, but that's I flight with worse company. Yeah. I'm looking for support that I would have missed. Anyway, the front is going to be... of course, on the face, there is quite a lot of support. Always sound a bit like the dentist. Sorry. Maybe I should put I'm gonna put the noise filter. It does sound like the dentist. Hopefully it's gonna be better this way. Another wise lesson to avoid embarrassment during a flight: don't watch The Boys on your phone. Oof. Yeah, especially on your phone. Yeah. If it's, you know, like if it's on the screen, bah. It's it's the choice of the company, so it's okay. I was on Spirit Airline and it sucked for legroom, but that's what I get for flying budget airline. I mean, at least you save some money. It barely hear it. Okay. I don't hear the noise. Perfect then. Perfect. I still put the filter, and we will see. Casually watching Final Destination. I don't know if they. I'm not too bothered with sex scene, but not everyone is like that. Yeah, in the middle of a flight, yeah, I can understand. I don't know if if you can watch Final Destination on the screen of a plane. Yeah, it's clearly a bit stronger, the noise. Because I know that they avoid certain movie, especially the movie that imply plane crash, for obvious reason, to not make people panic after watching a movie. Because yeah, it's like if you watch a movie about plane crash, it's maybe not the best thing to do during a flight. Could be on my phone or tablet. Yeah. I don't know how they choose the movie that they put in the screen, but yeah, I think they must be quite strict about what they show, because there is quite a lot of proximity with other people. There's children, and of course you cannot put too much stressful movie. Okay. And depending on the company, there is different policy and... Yep. Okay. So, there is still a bit of support here and there. The thing that I'm worried about is that I probably gonna see a lot of support when I'm gonna prime it. Yep, a lot of support that I miss, I will see it when I will prime it. But this is kind of like the centerpiece of the printer. So I need to have it clean. And especially now that we have the ultrasonic cutter, we don't have any excuse to make it nasty. Yeah, these are the support leftovers. Yep. Okay. It's here. And once we will be done with the support on this one, we'll start dismantling the printer. Gonna be fun. I need to be careful. I need to be careful because it's on automatic mode, meaning that it's always on. So, and the ultrasonic is dangerous because you cannot see it moving. So you think that it's not dangerous, but it cut. Like it. If I do this, it goes straight through. It's need to be careful around this tool. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it for this one. I will prime it, and when I will prime it, we will see if there is any leftovers. Okay, so that means that also found on AliExpress. Yes, yes, yes. The exact model can be found on AliExpress. We bought it on Taobao because it was way cheaper. And because, yeah, we had our colleagues coming from China, so it was kind of cheated. Okay, so. Yepla! Woo! Quite heavy, not gonna lie. Put aside. So, how do we start? I'm gonna try. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna try to. Okay. Hopefully you can see a bit better. With a big hammer. Exactly. As you can see, this is a Core 1 printer. This is a Core 1. You can see the ANC board and the LCD cover. I'm not lying. It was printed on this one. Also, don't judge my bed. Very nasty. We're gonna print it. We're gonna clean it. There was a little accident. Here and here. It was stored, and on top of it was some bottle of resin. So there is resin here and here. I'm gonna try to clean it as much as possible. So the first thing is gonna be yep. The first thing is gonna be to disconnect the extruder. And it's gonna be a good occasion also to clean everything, change the bearing, clean everything to make everything better. So the first thing is gonna be to take care of this extruder. Okay. And this is the door to disconnect everything. But the first thing is that. Do I have a tool? Oh, I need to get the tools. Yeah. We need to be careful to not cut any cable. Yep. Yep. Hopla. So you will see that it's an old printer with an old architecture. Some things are not the easiest to maintain. It's not the best standard anymore. This one have a bit of a tweak compared to a normal MK3. That here there is a connector for the thermistor and the heated element here. It's great. It's official from E3D, the people that are making the extruder. Because usually there is no quick connect here, and so you need to remove it straight from the board. It's a pain. It's a pain. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy that I don't have to disconnect everything like this. Okay, let me... I took the electrical screwdriver, but I'm probably not gonna use it. The music now, please. Let's wait for it to load. Yep. Also, I was lucky when I buff it because it's I'm gonna use hands. Exactly. I'm gonna use my hand. Is it crazy? Instead of using a hammer. Instead of using a tool for once. Instead of using an electrical screwdriver. The electrical, I mean, let me see. It's fully charged. As I was saying, I was lucky when I buffed it because I received a Noctua fan. It's not the case for all of them, so it's quieter. Ah, when it's fully charged, it's actually working. Well, no, then I'm not gonna use my hand. Okay. Oh, quite nasty in there. Quite nasty. Yep. Remove the front fan. I don't think I buff any new fan. Hopefully we won't need it. Hopla. The fan duct, it's quite, let's say it's quite dusty there. Woo! Not only dusty, but as you can see, melted. Yep. Yep. Melted. Not much air going through this thing. Good thing we do some maintenance with it. Yep. Yeah. You know that I'm using the screwdriver now, but it's gonna die very soon. This thing is old and doesn't hold the charge at all. No torque, no battery. Long screw. I'm not lying. It's a long screw. Come on, what about the music? I want a playlist. I don't want 2 minute. Okay, this one. Now this is the idler. I need to unscrew it a bit more. Oh no, no, I'm good. Yeah. Yep. This is the filament sensor. Oh. Okay. So this is the filament sensor. Gonna put it aside. An infrared filament sensor. It's good, you will know how a MK3 is working. You will be an expert after this stream. Ah. Keep it that way. Up. There is an infrared LED. I mean, not LED, but basically that detect if something block. If something goes between the two parts, of course, it doesn't want to focus. Ah, here. You can see the two parts. If something goes in between, it will be detected. Which is the case for this. We'll see a bit later. But basically, when something... there is a little... I mean, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to speak too quickly. I'm going to show you when we will be there. I would need a turning table. When we will reassemble it, we will be on the big table. This is to remove the extruder motor. Hopla. This is the idler, the thing that basically make the tension on the filament. Hopla, everything is falling. Okay. So, we can see a bit better. It's not the... I'm not sure I'm doing everything in the right order. But it's okay. Technically, I'm supposed to remove it from the y-axis before removing everything like this. Bit of filament. So this is the hot end. As you can see, the two connectors make it easy to remove, which is not the case on the stock printer. There is not much to say, to be fair. This one is supposed to go. Yeah. There's not much to say. E3D V6 extruder. With this one, I think is a copper block. Copper plate. Oh, zinc nickel plated. I don't remember. It's not aluminium. That's the thing. Okay, up on the side. And this, as I was saying, is the idler. So this one is the thing that here, this part go is a gear that go to the extruder motor. And there is smaller gear here to take the filament and push it to the extruder. You can see that it's very tiny. It's very tiny, old school. I mean, I say it's very tiny. It's the same on the P1S, Bamboo P1S. And this with a screw and a spring, you apply a bit more or less pressure on the filament. Are you going to do any upgrade parts when you put it back together? On the extruder itself, probably not. So I don't think so. Copper titanium heat break, copper nickel block, diamond back nozzle. No, because the copper nickel block, I think it's already a copper nickel block. And the heat break is already a copper heat break, I think, if I remember well. We can look. Are we able to see? No, because I know that I buffed some copper heat break, so I don't recall if it's installed or no. It's already a bit modded. And for the nozzle, no. I'm gonna keep the 0.25 nozzle, I think. Up. Okay. Let me show you this. I don't know if you will be able to see. I will try to. Okay, let me just remove the screw. Just gonna hold it like this. This. Okay, it's a bit nasty, but this. I don't know if you can see, but there is a oh my god. There is a bit, yeah, you can see that there is a ball inside this part. You can see it here. And basically there is two magnets that push away each other. So when I push up, it pushes back. The idea with that is that if I don't have filament, of course, but the filament will go here. And then it will push the ball and close this one, force this one in position. So when I remove the filament, automatically, since the magnets are pushing each other, it will go back like that. And then there is a filament sensor here that detects the position of this one. And when this one is in position, automatically I have filament. That's it. That's a mechanical filament sensor. I mean mechanical. There is still a infrared sensor. But very good because it's very simple but very reliable. What exploded on that Prusa? Nothing. It's a very healthy Prusa. And yet we are destroying it. What the hell? And basically, if you follow the link, you will see what we're doing. It's we are modding it. And to mod it, we need to fully deassemble it. Print quality from Prusa often look like those. You're mean. I disagree. I disagree. First, this is PETG, and it's a bit of a shiny PETG. That's the first thing. And also, it's literally industrial print. Like in a scale, it's printed at the industrial scale. So the print look is not important. What's important is the strength of the part. And it works. It's crazy to think that there is so many 3D printed parts on this printer. And yet, no matter what everybody says, for me, it's one of the most reliable printer to this day. Maybe the MK4 is more reliable. And even there, no, the MK4, I'm not sure that it's more reliable. I think that it's better overall. Better print quality, better, easier to maintain. But in terms of pure reliability, I'm not sure we did much better than the MK3 since then. Maybe I'm a purist. I don't reject this idea of me being a purist and glazing this printer because it's mine. In terms of reliability, I love it. I reprinted almost every part of my Prusa MK3. I understand, and it's the joy of it to make it your own. To make it your own color. It's yeah, it's the joy of it. Yeah. The only thing, yeah, that I regret on this printer is the maintenance. I think that the maintenance of the like the fact that the cable need to be disconnected from the board directly. Nah. I wanted mine to look good. Yeah, I understand. And you can make it the color you want. So that's great. Okay. Yep. Yep. I need to recall myself how to deassemble it. I don't remember everything. We're gonna disconnect the cable once and for all. My CAM3S Plus still is running. It's been giving to someone else. It served me well. Yeah, that's a very nice printer. The only thing right now regarding today's standard that make it obsolete is the speed. Is that it's an old one. When it's stock, you can modify it to make it way quicker. But stock, it's an old printer. It's slow. I didn't recall that everything was so nasty. Been a long time since I cleaned it. So what I'm removing right now, I'm gonna put it on camera, is the Pinda. Super Pinda. My biggest issue was filament jam. I had so many issues with the filament retracting and getting stuck in the tiny PTFE. Oh! I never had that. In terms of jam, the issue that I had, that I recall, was, yeah, filament getting stuck that you would need to pull from the idler. Didn't really happen. What was the most common issue that we faced with ours? I don't know. Need to think about it. Come on. Okay. So this is the Super Pinda. It's a sensor that detects the height of the bed, so the distance between the bed. And so that is what allows us to do the first layer. It's an old school thing. Back in the day, this was revolutionary because there is no screw to control the bed. So this maps your bed and say, like, compensate depending on how it's warp or so. It was revolutionary. You would still have to do your first layer, but you wouldn't have to measure everything and compensate your bed, which was, again, revolutionary. Nowadays it sounds very old school. This was replaced in the with the MK4 by the pressure sensor in the nozzle, which allowed the printer to do the first layer by itself without any calibration or easy. Get a sheet of A4 paper. Exactly. We would, to calibrate the printer the first time you assemble it, you would need to calibrate the Super Pinda, so the sensor, without any plate, and you would put a sheet of paper on it to measure, and it would be long. Maybe we'll do it together, you will see. So this is the part that we saw earlier. See? Up. And you can see the ball inside. Lovely. Now, Hopla. It's not the lightest. Where did I put the screwdriver? It's here. Try to remove because there is a nylon. Nylon tube, and this is what make the whole thing sturdy. Now we need to cut the tie wrap without cutting the cables. Yeah, it's another issue with this printer. J'adore le bricolage. Moi aussi. Moi aussi. And thank you for following Scado 90. That's another issue with this printer, is that there is a lot of tie wrap. A lot of things are all with are in place with tie wrap, which is not ideal because for maintenance and everything, it makes everything more complicated. So we start by removing this and this. So this is the thermistor and the heating element. Okay, now this is the filament sensor. This is the fan, if I recall. It's the print fan. I struggle to find the... Ah, yeah. I can feel it. Ah! I could feel the little tab. So this is the print fan, I think. This is the motor. Up, extruder motor. This is the Noctua fan, I think. So it's the extruder fan. And this is the Pinda. Now we have all the cable. Lovely. We can put that aside for now. And we can remove these two top. Oh my god. I just hit the screen very hard. Doing it blindly. Where is it? I could turn the printer. Would be easier. Yeah, you can see that the torque is not the strength of this screwdriver. Now this one won't do. Where is it? Yep. I don't know why I struggle that much when I would just need to turn the printer around to not struggle at all. Hopla. Before anything else, I will also disconnect. Basically, I will remove this one. Wait a sec. Now we'll do it like this. So I will remove this. I'm removing the tension on the extrude the X-axis motor. That way I can remove the motor itself. Yep, but a second screw. And one last screw. Come on. I'm so stupid. I should have turned the printer around, and yet... Why am I insisting on keeping it in that direction. Am I dumb? I think I am. Okay. An unconventional way to dismantle everything, but it's okay. Up. I will also unscrew this. We'll understand why soon. So these are the trapezoidal nuts. Where's the last one? Yeah. Trapezoidal nuts that basically lock through of the Z-axis and the whole carriage. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I lost too much time. Wasted too much time for nothing. I don't know what I was trying to achieve. There. Like this. Better. Better for everyone. I don't know what I was trying to achieve, but... Hopla. And basically, you can see, so that way this one can move freely. I'm gonna start by removing this one instead because it's the hardest to remove. Yep. My God. That's the advantage of the ball, the X ball key, is that you can see, for those who don't know, there is a little ball at the end of the X key. Because if there isn't, you put it in the screw like this and you unscrew. But you need to be aligned with the screw. You cannot be in another direction. The ball allows you a certain angle like that. For example, when it's in the hole like that, I can screw or unscrew with this one with an angle here. It's nice when you need to go to a tight space. Like here, you see I can move. The thing is that when you're on the X ball, it's often slipping. Hopla. That was a very bad move from myself. I shouldn't have done that. And so basically it's empty. I should have done that. I shouldn't have done that because doing so can damage the bed. I should have oiled it before removing the last screw. But anyway, I'm not on live. Nobody saw nothing. Look at the stepper motor. Why am I looking up spec sheet for a silly project? I understand. I understand. Sometimes you're overwhelmed by your own project. You're like, no, it's too much effort. I often have this. I have big projects, big thing that I want to do, and I never finish them. Like, nah. It's too complicated. Up. Up. I don't know if I have new trapezoidal nuts. I mean, I can reuse these. It's just... It was a great occasion to change it. And I don't want... I know that some people will tell me to put brass one. And I don't want to. Mostly... Opla. Mostly because the brass need to be lubricated. And these one are made with Delrin. Which doesn't require any lubrication, which is good. Okay, let me just take all of this. Up. Up. Ah. So. Just gonna remove the idler here. Come on. It's gonna manage to unscrew. Too nasty. I should have checked how much I printed with it. It's to be fair, it's not that I didn't use it that much compared to some other printer. It's not the one that I use the most. This specific one. I mean, the printer that I use the most are definitely an MK3. But not this one specifically. Doesn't have that much kilometer. Oh, I see why the figurine was made. The printer will look very cool when it's complete. Yep. Yeah. The figurine will be... puff. Something like this. Will look very cool. I'm thinking about creating a small Dalek as a remote controlled car. But with a few extra bits. Stepper motor for a 3D printer. I've enough torque to rotate some track. Ooh. A Dalek, you said? What's a Dalek? Oh. Oh yeah, okay. From Doctor Who. Oh my god. I love RC thing. I need to do RC project. Okay, let's remove all this. There will be some work needed also to... Since I'm changing these parts, there will be some work needed to remove all the nuts in the parts. And also because anyway I would need to remove them since it's gonna be painted. The only thing that scares me a bit is that, as I mentioned, most of these parts are gonna be resin printed, and so the this kind of fit need to be very good. This is the only thing that scares me a bit. Get his sonic screwdriver out. Yep. Oh, there will be a lot of sonic screwdriver. This is the cable for the ultrasonic sensor. Not ultrasonic, sorry. Infrared. This is the super pinda. Up. This is one motor. We're gonna finish to clean it. And some fan. Very nasty fan. Look at that. Look how dirty it is. And it's all yellow on top of that. Not even grey dust. 12 fan, 12 volts or 5 volts. 24. I think. Wait, no, no. Wait. So this one is a 5. Let's see if it's in 24. I don't know, 5. Why did I have 24 in mind? Maybe there is a mod to make 24. 5 and 5, both. What's your favorite printer? Well, that's... The thing is that I'm biased, because of course I want to say the MK3. It's my printer, it's the one that I seriously start with. But if I'm being realistic, I would say the Core 1. No. I would say the MK4. I would probably say the MK4. I'm biased, but I mean, the Core 1 is a Core XY. That's so amazing. But the MK4 is easier to maintain. So I would say the MK4. I would say the MK4. I love the MK4. It's tough. I'm not a huge fan of the fitting of the Core 1. I think a Core 1 with AMS would be perfect. Off subject, did you print your own mouse? Yep. It's a kit from Bamboo. You can see Bamboo. They give the kit to make your own, and then you print. I didn't look too deep into the different model. I printed one of the most popular one. Printed with ABS FR for the cover and the PLA for the inside. I need to reprint it because my goal at first was to smooth it with acetone, which I didn't. So I'm probably gonna reprint it, smooth it with acetone, and then we'll see. Good. What did I say? Okay. Sorry for the noise, or for the lack of noise. I was eating. RGB fan. That would be cool. Not gonna lie, that would maybe work with the print. The only thing is that such a small RGB fan, I don't know. I was curious, from all the printer you listed, reliability is definitely important. I like the big build plates on the MK too. Yeah. It's not the biggest build plates. That's maybe a bit lacking. The MK3, MK4 and Core 1. Why am I... No, this is for later. The MK3, MK4 and Core 1 are the one that... They all have the same build plate. The Core 1 have a bit more volume overall because there is a bit more Z8 height. But the volume is global. The size is approximately the same. Which is not the biggest size, not gonna lie. That's a bit of a downside. I would love to try the Core 1L, because I think this is a major value, basically. But most importantly, the one that I would love to try is, of course, the Prusa XL. And also, I talked a lot about Prusa mainly because it's the one that we're working on right now. Yep. But it's also because it's the one with which I have the best, not the best, but the longest experience. I worked with Prusa for a long time. I'm used to this brand. So that's why I'm maybe a bit biased. I tried Bamboo printer quite late compared to the rest of the population. And I was quite hyped to try it, and I was a bit disappointed by it. Especially in terms of reliability. To be honest, I only tried the P1S. That's the one that we have in office. And I was harsh with the printer because I print a lot of nylon and hard to print material. But in terms of reliability, yeah, I had a lot of clogged nozzle, a lot of changed nozzle, that's a lot of failed prints. That's, yeah, it's a lot of reliability issue on both printer. And there is something that I often say in the office when we have a tough material to print, a new material that we want to try. It's, if it doesn't work, print it on the Prusa and it will work. That's a bit of a saying to describe the reliability of the printer. And when I was saying that, we didn't have the Core 1. We didn't have the Core 1 at that time. So when I meant print it on the Prusa, I meant print it on this one. Print it on the old one. And no matter the material, it would print perfectly. All the PCABS parts that I printed, all the PC parts that I printed were on this one. Without an enclosure. I mean, with a fabric enclosure, which is not the best. And it worked perfectly. So that's why I love this printer so much. It's mostly for the reliability of it. Up. I just got the Ender 3 V2 that I both use to see if I would use it often. Oof. Oof. That's great. First, good luck. And then that's a very great way to learn 3D printing. And also with the Ender 3, you will have a lot. Now I'm addicted and I want to get a new one. I understand. But the V3, the good thing is that you will have a lot of support. A lot of people have this printer that will be able to help you. That's nice. That's what I'm running into with my printer. Lot of plugged nozzle. A little problem, but somehow, because it's old. Yeah, the Ender 3 is complicated printer. It's a very great printer to learn. It's just, I mean, it's very, very cheap. So that's why I'm saying it's such a great first printer. Oh my god. Yep. it's a bit like if you master the Ender 3, you master every printer. Filament Friday has a lot of awesome tutorial on YouTube. It's been good to learn and troubleshoot. Also, parts are cheap. Yeah, parts are cheap. You can print your parts. No, it's an awesome printer. It's of course you're not gonna have the best quality print with a stock printer. You will have some reliability issue. It's not the biggest volume, but like it's like it's a perfect. The thing is that starting with a complicated printer like that, not complicated but troublesome printer, it's the best way to learn. And it's a very easy printer to DIY and to maintain and to repair. So that's perfect. Because it's not just a shit box that you cannot repair. No, it's perfect to learn about 3D printing. Just it'd be frustrating sometimes. Also, an all-metal extruder drive kit. Ooh. I don't remember if the V2... The V2 is still about an extruder. It's not a direct drive, I think. I don't remember. The V2 is not a direct drive. What did I do? I dismantled this thing like a total dumbass. I do it very randomly, and it's not the solution. No, it's not. Yeah, it's a Bowden, yeah. The autobed level that I had helped a lot. Oh, already starting to mod it. That's nice. Oh, it's direct drive. Oh, no, it's not direct drive. But I may upgrade it. There are so many options for it. Yeah, there is so many options. So many modifications that you can do. That's great. A direct drive is, I mean, for me, is one of the most important things for a printer. In terms of quality, that's the first huge step when it comes to quality. Okay, let me remove all of this. Yep, almost there. Come on. Okay, these are a bit sensitive. It's the LCD cable. Hopla. I don't even remember how the X axis cable is old. By the... Oh, it's pinched in the AC board? Didn't even remember that. Good to know. I was wondering how big of a difference it made with direct drive. I mean, I think that it does make a big difference. Some may argue about the best, like what's the best upgrade to improve the quality. I think it's the Bowden versus direct drive. Especially if you print some more complicated material like TPU. I don't even know if a TPU, maybe a 95, but a lower than that, I'm not even sure it would work Um, yeah, I need to fully remove the INC board. What the hell? I don't even recall. I don't even remember how to remove it. The thing is that yeah, okay. So to remove the board, I need to remove the PCB. Damn, I didn't recall it was so messy. This is not something I miss. Not gonna lie. Come on. It's as I mentioned earlier, this is the part of the MK3 that's very annoying. Do you make your own 3D file? Yes, I do. I do when it's CAD file. I don't do 3D modeling. Like, I don't do figures or artistic thing like that. I do functional parts. I do CAD. When I do CAD, I don't know how to finish this sentence, but I do CAD. I want to learn 3D modeling like ZBrush or Blender. So it's complicated stuff. This one is tough to remove. I press this thing. Ah. Okay. Now. I've been trying to learn Blender and made a couple of pieces, but it's tough to learn. Blender is complicated. Blender really is complicated. I try to learn several times. Every time I forget everything. But I wish I knew how to use it properly because it's very powerful. For modeling, it's very good. Steep learning curve, yeah. There is a... Yeah, it's tough. Bro. Okay. Now, I need to remove the PCB. What a mess. Was it really the way to do it? Sounds very complicated. I don't recall it being that annoying. See? I praised the Prusa. I've been punished. I feel like... No. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I need to use the X ball to go through the grid here. To unscrew through the grid. Yeah, exactly. There is no, I don't need to remove the, because I don't recall having to put the PCB when everything was assembled. The trick to learn to use Blender is just learn the function need to create design. Repeat to learn, and then learn the next bit. Video are helpful, Blender manual is not. Oh yeah, no. When I was learning, I was learning through, I don't really recall the name of the guy. Someone who was making a donut tutorial on YouTube. And I made the donut. But now, coming back to Blender, I wouldn't recall anything. The PCB. I know which video you're talking about. His first video is the most useful one. Control in Blender. Yeah. Yeah, I don't recall exactly which one is which. But yeah, control in Blender. Just moving in 3D. Just moving in 3D. And coming from CAD, it's really like Blender is so weird. It's so weird. The philosophy of modeling is like, it's so weird. Because in CAD, the philosophy is mathematical. Very mathematical. Everything is mathematical. You do Boolean operation, you do like, everything is mathematical. It's solid. And so it's very logical. You learn it, but it's quite logical. I don't know. Basically, it's addition and subtraction of different volume toward each other. You work in 2D. Then with this 2D, you make a 3D. And on this 3D, you make different things. It's very step by step. You build your volume. You start with a simple shape, and then you add filters to this shape, and it's really mathematical. There is not much. There is, but because there is different technique of modeling. Oh. But there is not much room for interpretation. It's mathematical, again. Meanwhile, the organic design of Blender, it's fully artistic. The first thing that shook me the most when I went to Blender is that there is no way, I mean there is way, but there is no, because it's not part of the philosophy, constraining dimension. It's the core of CAD. The core of CAD is the constraint of dimension. Is you make a cube and you say this cube is 12 millimeter. It's everything is around that. And something that the teacher tells you when you first learn to CAD. What my teacher would do is that they would come, they would take my sketch, and they would shake it. They would take the mouse and they would shake all the sketch. They would shake the sketch. Oh my god, my French is coming back. They would shake the sketch to verify that everything hold, that nothing break, that everything stay in place. Because if you did your work correctly, if you put all your constraints, all your dimension, everything, then it's fixed. It doesn't move. There is nothing move. Everything is fixed toward each other. And if you want to do a modification, you change the dimension. You enter a value of the dimension. To the point where when you do a sketch, there is different color with something that's good, that's fully constrained, and something that's not fully constrained. Need to remove this one. And where am I going with that? I wish it had better measurement option like CAD program. I'm thinking of maybe trying to switch to something like version 360. Yeah, I mean, that depends on what you're doing. That depends on what you're doing. If you're doing artistic thing, it's way easier to learn Blender and do it in Blender. If you do parts, functional parts, no, go to Fusion. Go to Fusion. Fusion 360 is the way. And it's the way because it's free. I mean, at least the base version is free. And so yeah, what I wanted to, where I was going with my yapping, is that when you do model in Blender, the philosophy is way different. It's not mathematical at all. The best comparison is clay. You're doing clay. You have a block of clay and you're modeling it. You stretch it, you move it without any dimension. You move it to something that you think look good. So it's way more artistic. You need this artistic vision to know what to modify, which is hard because it's in the end it requires more experience, it requires more creativity. So yeah, the organic design like Blender is clay modeling. For me, the main issue with Blender is that everything is set to 2 meter by default. Create a cube 2 meter by 2 meter, 2 millimeter by 2 millimeter. Don't set it to 1 meter. This is indeed quite weird. But that's the thing. Often coming from CAD, and then you open a model that someone did on Blender, and the dimensions are all fucked. Like, the scale is awful. Because they don't care. It's easy for them to scale. Like, they do it without scale. The scale only change the definition of the file. So if you want something very, very with a lot of detail, a lot of definition, you will do it bigger. Your scale is way less important than on CAD. Because again, CAD is all about dimension. Okay. Another motor. Woo. So I'm doing mostly parts. Yeah, the parts is then Fusion 360 is perfect. FreeCAD is another good option. I never tried FreeCAD, so I don't know. I tried Illustrator, Inventor, SolidWorks, Fusion 360, Katia, and a bit of what's the name? Onshape. I don't like Onshape. I don't like the fact that it's in the browser. I understand the appeal of it, but coming from a different software, it's just less good. Like, I understand the appeal of it, but it's just do everything that the other are doing, but worse. So I don't really like Onshape. It just makes the thing harder to do. My favorite is SolidWorks, mostly because a bit like Prusa is the one that I use the most. So I mean, maybe Fusion is the one that I use the most, but I like the assembly of SolidWorks compared to Fusion. The assembly are awful. The assembly philosophy of Fusion. I know that they were supposed to change it. I didn't try it in a long time. But the assembly function are awful. So that's why I like the SolidWorks better for that. And then Illustrator versus SolidWorks. It's literally the same software. It's literally the same software. It really depends on the look, where the buttons are, where the... Like, I like the... how do you call it? The structure of SolidWorks. They have a tree structure to manage the different configuration. I love that configuration. I love the configuration of SolidWorks. But in terms of look, I think that Illustrator is way prettier. Way prettier. The dark mode is so good. Finally, they add a dark mode to Fusion 360. SolidWorks is a bit ugly. And then there is Katya. Oh, I will die on that hill. Katya is an outdated software and people should stop using it. And everybody who tell you that Katya is the best software just didn't work enough on the other one and try to be a purist and a gatekeeper. Katya is outdated, it's ugly, it's poorly optimized, and the only people defending Katya are either the very old mechanical engineer that only use that, or the fully opposite, the very young mechanical engineer who want to be perceived as cool and tough in the engineering field when 90% of their work could be done on Fusion 360 or on SketchUp. I'm exaggerating, but yeah, no, Katya is done. It was great 20 years ago. Sorry, I'm yapping about this, but it's my fight. It's my forever fight. Everybody is like, yeah, it's my forever fight, and everybody will always pull the argument on, oh yeah, but Airbus is using Katya, Boeing is using Katya. Yeah, they use Katya because it's such a huge company that changing software would cost them thousands of billions of euro. And mind you, they are changing software. They are leaving Katya to 3D experience, which is technically Katya V6. V6? Well, which is basically a mix between Katya and SolidWorks. Anyway, that's my that was my yapping session, and in the meantime I didn't read the chat at all. Canada has the advantage of having a lot of ready parts available, and yeah, just like Builders Mark said, MechMaster is perfect. Not only can you have the step, but you can even have the SolidWorks file if you use for SolidWorks. Yeah, and MakeMaster, for that, MakeMaster is perfect. Instead of subscribing to 10,000 website, and no, MakeMaster, you have all the screw you need. Perfect. Add-on in Blender help you, but not always useful. Yeah, I'm sure there is plenty, because the good thing with Blender is that it's free. That's awesome. Free and open source. I think it's open source. So plenty of mod, plenty of add-on. They have step file for about everything they offer. Yeah, yeah. I wish we had MakeMaster in Europe. We don't have it in Europe, and it's like, this is awesome. MakeMaster is awesome. And I wish we had it in Europe and available for non-professional people. It would be so great. Because the issue I have, that there is equivalent but it's nothing compared to MakeMaster. It's nothing as easy to use. It's nothing as easy to use as MakeMaster. It's always like MakeMaster have the best website of internet. It's literally the best website to use. It's so quick, so easy to find your part. It's not pretty, but it's not ugly. It's like, it's such a nice software, no? It's such a nice website because it's so efficient for what it's for. So that's why I like this. I like MakeMaster, and I wish we had it in Europe. The only thing is that it's a bit on the expensive side, but for the service, it's perfect. You can literally be delivered the next day. And this was before Amazon Prime and everything. It was like revolutionary. Why does big companies still use that piece of software argument? License agreements, cost to change the infrastructure is too expensive. Retraining staff to new software is too expensive, and a few more reasons. Exactly. Exactly. It's just... Oh, I recall this. It's just that it's too much work to change, too expensive. And the value of this, I mean, it's not worth it. Like what you would gain with a new software is not worth it, the whole change. So that's why I'm not blaming them. It's just that I'm not blaming them. It's just that the people using the arguments, oh, Airbus is using Katia. Yeah, no, that's not a good argument. Airbus is using Katia because they're stuck with Katia. That's the only thing. And that's why 3D Experience looks so much like Katia in a way. It's not because it's great. It's because that way it makes the transition way easier for the company, and it make it easier also to have a retro compatibility. You can at least use their file, then find your part as well. Yeah, no, you can use it as a library. For those who don't know, yeah, because we are talking a lot about. I need to check the time also, but we are talking a lot about MakeMaster. I realized that I didn't even say what it was. MakeMaster is a website that proposes a lot of hardware a lot of material related to engineering and to the for the industry. It's very, very, very complete. So it can go from screws to, like, when I say screw, I mean all kind of screw. They have like all the dimension, imperial, metric, every screw that you want, every material, every finish, every, like, all the screw that you want. And it go beyond that. Up. Let me take this. For example, you have like piping, fitting. I don't know, I'm just saying a random thing. You have like you even have equipment if you want tool, if you want PPE, if you want whatever it is, it will be on let me show you. Make master car. Make master car. This is what it looked like. So I'm on, let me remove the dark mode. This is what it looked like. And then you go to end tool, reg. Wire gripping plier. And you can see that there, and also something, it's, so I'm not a web designer, so I don't know much about it, but I know that the website is very, very well done and well optimized to the point that it's one of the quickest websites ever. Like, it's very, there is no loading time, even if you have a very bad internet connection. But for example, let's look at screw and bolt. And there is like, you can see there is an infinity of things. Screw and bolt. I want normal socket head screw. I want this screw. A socket head screw M3, I assume. So I'm gonna get metric. 3. It's like 16 or 15. Okay. Alloy steel, stainless, or super corrosion 316. I like the 316. I want a 316. There is one. Okay. On the other one, there is black oxide or zinc plated. I want the 316. Up. And I buy, and I will receive it tomorrow. So of course, so this one is per kilogram, depending on the price. It's a bit expensive. You can download the 3D file, step everything. Or if you go to product detail, I have the drawing with all the information that I need. It's passivated. It's the tensile strength is 70k, psi, etc., etc. And I can download a 3D file. That's awesome. It's work only in Canada and the US, maybe Mexico, I don't know. And also I can download. Up. I don't need to log in. I don't need an account. I don't need anything. Up. I download, and it's so great. So if I need this screw, up for my 3D file, step without the thread. I download, and then just want to open it with let's say with bamboo, and that's it. That's so easy. Change the download to step and download. Yeah, yeah, you can change to whatever you, almost everything. Really excited to see this site. It's so great. And if you're in the US, I mean, I think you need to own a company to buy from them. But but you can just use the download function, and here I have my file. It's the exact same thing. I can measure it. You're in Canada. Well, then that's perfect. You can buy from them. As individual, I don't know, but as a company, it's delivered the next day. It's just the shipping is expensive, and the parts itself are more expensive. You can find cheaper, but it's so convenient. That's nice that you don't need an account. No, that's the thing. For downloading, you don't need anything. You don't need an account. Step allow you to modify and pull shape from other. I don't know why people don't use step more. Everybody keeps using STL. It's annoying. Step is the best. And also something that's quite funny with McMaster is that when you receive something wrong, no, you don't. You just did your order wrong. Your order is never wrong. They never mess it up. I think because we would order a lot in my previous job, we would order a lot from McMaster. They never got it wrong. Like we would order 3 times a week, maybe. Never an order was wrong. If it was wrong, because it happened, it's us. We selected the wrong thing, or okay, let me just. So yeah, that's why I wish we had a service like that in Europe, because yes, you can find all the product that they're selling. You can find, but that's not the question. I wish we had a service as efficient as that. As far as I know, you don't need to be a company. Okay, I thought, but no, I might be wrong. That's a good news if you don't need. Can't you step with think, example, if you want to cut a hole in my part where the bolt is going, then I can pull the shape. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Step. For those who don't know, Step is basically it's a 3D PDF. It's not a great way to put it because 3D PDF is actually a thing. It's actually a file format. But basically, it's a bit like STL. It's a format to share parts without sharing the root file. That would allow people to modify modify it to the core, to the root. But the difference. Damn, I'm missing so much message. I'm sorry. Me just this. The difference is that an hello reprinted. Oh my god, give me a sec. Happy Tuesday. I'm stupid, I was screwing it back. So as I was saying, damn, I missed so many messages from the chat, I'm sorry. You are working in New York City for IBM. Ooh. Yeah, I saw a message earlier about IBM. I don't know what it was. I missed it. My bad. Oh my god, I'm so unfocused. Yeah. Anyway, I need to cut the stream very soon. I'm just dismantling that, and it's gonna be it. So the STL, what it does is that it takes your solid and it make it into an infinity, not an infinity, but a lot and a lot of little triangle. it decomposes it into little triangle. That's the way to do for lots of 3D model in video game or whatever, because it's a way to save a lot of space. It's make very light file. And most importantly, you can control the weight of the file depending on how much triangle. The triangle will be basically the resolution, a bit like a picture with the pixel. So the more triangle, the heavier the picture, the less triangle, the lighter. That's nice for that. The issue with that is that it makes it very, very complicated to modify. While the STL, it's heavier, but the huge advantage of STL is that you keep the shape as is. Like if you make a sphere, a ball, it's gonna be a sphere. That's it. It won't be plenty of triangle. If you make a cube, it's gonna be a cube. So when you import it back to Fusion, you have a cube, and you can drill a hole in it. You don't need to do any modification. So the STL the step is awesome to share because it's the one that's the easiest to modify. That's why it's such a nice file. I got to run, but nice meeting you all. Thanks for the info. Thank you. Another preem SUNLU 3D. Thank you for being there. See you on Thursday. Thursday at 6 p.m. we will stream. We'll continue to stream this. But anyway, I'm gonna run too. It's already 9 p.m. So I'm gonna run too. As again, I yapped and yapped and yapped and yapped. So let me just unscrew this. Sorry for the noise. Who are you calling ma'am? Oh my god. Don't be disrespectful. Need oil. Yep. That's also the thing with this printer. Is that a lot of screws are screwed directly in the plastic. That's why it's a bit rough sometimes. Okay. Everything is dismantled. No, just not the frame. It's okay. We can do it next stream. I will keep it for you. Okay, let me just check before anything. Let me just check. Up. Yep. So. Perfect. I don't know who they are, but I see cosplay. So we're gonna send you to them. Perfect. Going ape costume with 13 viewer. Marie Antoinette from Assassin's Creed mashup. No, Marie Antoinette / Assassin's Creed mashup. So, yep. I'm gonna keep it for a bit later. Start the raid. I'm gonna keep it a bit later. Okay. Anyway, at least I have a raid. Nice. So yeah, it's a mess here. I will set up everything. We're gonna continue on Thursday. Sorry, we're gonna continue on Thursday. We're gonna stream the MK3 again, and it's gonna be at 6 p.m. just like here for 3 hours. Marie Antoinette, what a lovely name. Get the cake ready. Get it ready. Get the cutter ready. So see you on Thursday. thank you everybody for being here. And hopefully you will continue to follow me on this adventure and project of the MK3. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna be nice. Thank you for surviving my yapping about the cat software and my hate about Katya. But yeah. And have a great night. Drop your whisper after the stream. Thank you. So I'm gonna send you to Going Ape Costume, who is currently, doing a Marie Antoinette cosplay apparently. So be nice. I'm gonna start the raid. Up. Be nice. See you. Nice to finally make a stream. Yep. Finally. Be there also on Thursday at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. CET. Same time. So see you on Thursday. Thank you all for being on stream. And bye. Bye. I put the ending so that way you can even have the credits. If it appears. Yes, it appears. Bye. Thank you. And be nice on stream for the raid. Bye.